One student requested, I want that pen. And it's pointing away. So when you think about an arrow, when you request, you point away from the process. So any request is away from the process. Let's handle that first. So one requests A, so you point away from one. Clearly there's an arrow into A. Who doesn't understand that? Who is lost? You see A is pointing out, I want A. Next. Process 2 requests B. Right? That's also an arrow. Very clearly, when you draw this stuff, make sure we can see where's the start of the arrow and the end of the arrow. In fact, don't put stars, just the end. Right now, holds. Hold means I'm holding on. I'm pulling it towards me. It's inside me. It's mine. You see, I'm pointing towards me. So guess what? Holds means you're pointing towards the process. So, process 1 holds B. Pointing towards 1. You see, pointing, I'm saying I'm holding on to B. And now process 2 holds A. Right, so that's just drawing the resource allocation graph. Now this is I can make this fairly complicated and I can have 3 resources there and 2 processes or 3 processes with 5 resources, and you should be able to draw this type of picture. The question now is this in a deadlock or not? And you should be able to logically interpret, just by looking at the words already, you should logically see we've got a few issues here. Firstly, is the circular weight is definitely there, and I'll demonstrate it on the graph just now. Both of these situations has the hold and wait problem as well, because both of them are holding on to a resource and they're waiting for another resource. They're not letting go of it. It's my pen, it's my paper, there you go. Hold and wait is definitely here. The no preemption rule applies here in this case, because we say these resources are no preempt or not preemptible. And the other one was the hold on mutually excluded, which was only one person can hold a resource at a time. Well, in this case, one is holding on to B, and 2 is holding on to A. Now let's see if this graph shows a deadlock or not. You can start at any node in the graph. So let's assume you start here. Now, you typically won't draw this, but you can actually just follow along. Then what you do is you follow the basically vectors or the nodes as they go out. So you follow, you go into B, from B you go into 1. And if there's a split, you can actually go first the one route and then come back to the other route. In this case, there's only one route. You flow, and as soon as you get back to the original, then you know you're in a circular weight. So if you start anyway, wherever you start, if you end up, it's possible to end up at the start again, you're in a circular weight. So in this case, this situation describes a system that is currently deadlocked. So deadlocked, yes it is. Let's have a look how this might look different. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to say requests A. That will be really like this. So process 1, I'm just going to use requests A and holds B. Yeah. Process 2, requests B and requests A. You should already, just by looking at the words, already know. It's fairly easy. Let's draw this again. How many processes? 2 of them. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's 2 resources. One is A, one is B. Let's finish the first one first. Requests A, so 1. Request A means pointing away. I want you. And of B, I already got you. So it's pointing into 1. 2 is requesting B, so I want you, and it is also requesting A. and I want U. Right? Let's see if this is circular. You can start anywhere. Let's start at 2 again. Start here. There's 2 routes I can go. I can go out there, or I can go out there. Can you see that? Because of the arrows pointing up. If I take this route, I go to B, from B to 1, from 1 to A, and then I stop. You cannot traverse. That is not possible, because the arrow doesn't point from A to 2 then. So it stops at A. We started at 2, it stops at A. It's not the original start. That means it's not circular. So this means this is not a deadlock. You could have gone the other way around. You could have gone that way first. So you move up, well, and then you stop immediately. Because of the arrow pointing to A. Okay? This is not a deadlock. Alright, so I can see if we can maybe do 1 more. So I'm just going to say process 1, process 2, let's say process 3. This is for twists here. And then let's say A, B, A, holds, and let's say C, let's say holds A, and let's say that's it. Let's just take that as an example. I don't know if this is a deadlock or not. Let's figure it out. So there's 3 circles. So 1, 2, and I'm just going to draw it there. There's process 1, 2, 3. And there's 3 resources. Obviously, A and D is shared by 1 and 2, so I'll keep it close. And C is only 2. So I'm going to put C here. And then I'll do A here. A 1 and 2. These also 1 and 2. This is going to be stupid. Do that. Make this C, and let's make that. So this was A. Something like that. Sorry, that'd be some back. Okay, so process 1 requests A, so I want U, holds C. Process 2 requests B, that way. Process 2 holds A, that way. Process 3 requests A. Obviously, there's no solution. I mean, there's nothing happening in between there or between that, or between those. Right, so that's typically what we expect you to do and be able to draw in draw. Now, writing algorithms to handle this traversing of the graphs, this is a typical problem that you guys discussed in the first semester with graph theory and how to traverse graphs and actually follow these things. So we don't expect you to write a program to do this, not necessary, but just be aware that you can potentially program a process to detect whether the system is in a deadlock. That's basically what we want to understand. Right, that's one of the ways. Questions? Not good. Yes. Yeah, it's maybe possible to have more than one circular rate. Yeah.
I thought the three arrows are very close. It doesn't have to be a triangle or an arrow.
It can just be an arrow. Alright, so an arrow is the only, well, it must be an arrow for, as long as it's in the correct direction. That's the most important thing. Processes must be circles, resources must be squares.
So I want to ask you, this all has to be assumption that the resource is free for...
Yeah, it's a non-preemptible resource. So preemptible means you can take it away without any issues. These are all non-preemptible. Good question. Nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing else? Good. Right. Examples like that, and also be